This is Emilio from the Toky team, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the features and easy configuration that we have on Toky. So first, to start, you just need to sign into your account. Once you do that, you will be able to see that in the dashboard, we have some specific information like the agents that are available, some statistics for the last 30 days, and also your current balance. Basically, this will be the credit that you have in order to make outbound calls. If we go to the call history, you will be able to see some of the information about your last calls, and you can also search using the filters, so you'll be able to see which agents make certain calls, and you can also use these other filters to be able to find the calls by agent, also using a specific date and the status of the calls that can be missed calls, abandoned voicemails, and some other status for the specific calls that you want to find. We also have available the call recording functionality. So you will be able to see on your dashboard that here you have all the calls that were recorded, both inbound and also outbound. Basically, to configure this, we just need to go to the agents menu. Then if you find any of your agents, you can click on edit the agent. Then on the call settings, you will be able to see that we have some settings, and we have the option to record outbound calls. So this will be the setting that will help you record the outbound calls. And for inbound calls, we just need to go to the phone numbers menu. And if you click on edit any of the numbers, you can see that you have the option on the same general. So here you have the option to record inbound calls. So all the calls that you make and also the ones that you receive using a phone number will be found here. So you will be able to see all the recordings here. You can also download the recordings and request the transcriptions. So you will be able to use all of these features. And in case that you have any other questions about it, you can also send us a message. And from the support team, we'll be able to help you with that. Regarding SMS, we have some numbers with the SMS functionality, for example, from the UK and also the US. So you will be able to use these numbers to send and also receive text messages. And this is the SMS menu in which you will be able to see all this information. If you go to the voicemail, you will be able to see that you can configure different voicemail audios. So all the information about your voicemails will be here. You can also filter using names, a specific date, and also both read or unread voicemails. So all this information will be found here. So you can check all of your voicemails and also check the private voicemails that were left specifically through your extension. If you go to the phone directory, you will be able to see that here you find all the information about the contacts that you created. So you can also import contact using a CSV file. So you can filter and also use all the contacts here. And then you can add a contact manually using this information. So you can use all this information and create a new contact. If you happen to use a CRM and you finish the process of integration, all the contacts information will be stored into our database. So you will not need to use any of these contacts. You will have all your information in the CRM. So using the click-to-call extensions, you can just make the calls directly from the CRM, and all this information will be stored in the contacts profile from the CRM. If you are interested in having some reports, you can also get those using Toky. So for all the calls that you make and you receive, we'll be able to store records for the reports here. So you can see call details. You can also see the call cost and some other information about reporting that you will be able to use with Toky. So if we go, for example, in the calls per number report, you will be able to enter to the report and see that you can see some information about the reports and also the calls that you receive using the phone numbers. You can also use the filters that we have in some other reports and also the call history and the call recordings. And then you can also download the reports. So you will be able to store them on your database in case that you will need it. So If we go to the agents menu, you will be able to see that here I have all of my agents from Toky. In case that you want a new agent, you just need to click on the blue button right here. So you will be able to add a new agent. So you can add all their information, their email address, some permissions that will be basically the access or the level of access that they will have in Toky regarding sensitive information about the account and everything, and also the personal phone number for the agent. And this specifically will be used in order to make the call forwarding to the phone numbers of the agents. Then you have some customization about the agents. You will need to add them to a specific group. For example, here we have everyone. Then you can add the agent that you will add here to the sales group and also the customer support group. Then you can configure the working hours or the availability for the agents to answer the calls. So you'll be able to configure one set of working hours. For example, weekdays from 12. So the agent will be able to receive calls during this period of time. And you can also add a new time zone. So you can also have it configured in that way. So regarding the call settings, you can configure to forward all the calls to the personal phone number of the agent while the agent is offline, or you can forward all the calls that the agent will receive. So they will not receive calls in Toky, but in their personal phone numbers. And then here the setting to record outbound calls. So the notifications will be some notifications that you can set up. So the agent will be able to receive this to their email address. And also they can configure this incoming call notification. So they will be able to see the ring when they receive a new call. Once you create all of your agents, you can see that we also have a menu dedicated to the agents group. So you can create new groups here. You can name their groups. You can also add the new agents here. So if you create a new group, let's call it support, then you will be able to add new agents right here. So you can just click on it and you will be able to add all of your agents here. So you can just save the changes and then the new group will be created and you will be able to see it here. In case that you want to delete the group, you just need to go to edit and then click here to delete. So you will be able to see all your groups information right here. And you can also create new groups. Regarding the phone numbers, you will be able to get a lot of phone numbers from different countries using Toky. So you can request a new number right here. So you can just click on it. And then you can choose the country for the number that you will want. And also the city that will be available from Toky. So you can request any of the cities that you're interested in. Let's say New York. So you can just click on it. And then you can configure which IVR will be the call. So in this way, you will be able to set up different groups to send the call to. So you can choose any of them. You can configure the settings, also the availability of the number. And if you want to receive or enable transcriptions for all the voicemails and also the cost. So this is a feature that you can also enable in the phone numbers menu. So if you're ready, you can just request a new number and the number will be specifically and automatically enabled in a couple of minutes. Then you will receive this notification and you can click no on yes in case that you want more numbers to be added into the list of phone numbers. So next we'll go to the IVR settings. So basically the IVR will help you to create different options in case that you want to keep one number, but be able to add different departments, for example, sales and also support and or marketing. So you will be able to add different departments or group of agents under one IVR or phone tree. So if you have your numbers already, you will be able to add a new IVR option. So once you click on it, it will take you to one of the IVRs. So I'll help you and show you one that we have already configured. So we'll go to the sales and support IVR. So once you click on it, you will be able to see that here you can add new numbers from the list that you have on the phone numbers menu. And once you click on it, you will be able to add the different numbers that you have. And you have the options to keep them on your current IVR or to add into the new one that you're creating. So with the groups of agents that you have created and also the agents that you have, you will be able to set up options so you can send the call to a group of agents that you have created on the agents group to a specific agent. Then you can send the call to the voicemail. You can also forward the calls to a mobile or landline number, so you can use this option for that. And you can also receive fax. And so in case that you have this option, you will be able to enable it, and you will automatically receive the notification for the fax to your email address with the number that you have that will support fax. So you will be able to set up the different options right here. So you can just save the changes. And then we have here the advanced settings configuration. So basically this will help you to accept voicemails in case that you want to accept voicemails. You can also disable this option. So the calls, if you don't answer the calls, it will go cut out. So you will not receive the voicemail. And you can also send the calls to the call queue and have these configurations about the ringing time and also the waiting time that you can set up right here in seconds. So after these advanced settings are configured, you can also configure the audios right here. So we have some default audios that you will be able to add to your IVR in Portuguese, English, and also Spanish. But you also have the options to record your own audios right here. So you can just click on it and you can say your greeting audio or your voicemail or your lines are busy. So you will be able to set up all these different audios. Once you're finished, you just save the audio. And you can delete it or create a new one. So after you're finished and you have your new recordings right here, you can just drag them right here and save them here. So they will be changed and you just need to save the changes after you do that. So all your new audios will be configured with the numbers that you have. So when a customer calls your number, they will hear these audios before they're transferred to the right person. This will be in terms of the configuration of audios. And then we have here the button to add new options to the IVR. So you can just click on it and it will add a new option in case that you have many departments or you want to add different options to the IVR. So after you're done with this, we also have the option to connect a call widget that, let me show you. So if you go to toky.co, you can see that we have a calling widget right here. So if you click on it, you will be able to open the dialer and also call Toky directly. So you can also install this widget in your own web page. So here on the widget generator, you have all the options that you have created, and also you create a new menu. So basically this menu will work so you can send the call specifically to one of the groups that you have created. So once you have a new option, you can create one for support and send the call for any of your agents or the customer support group. Then you have some settings right here. The first one will be to play the welcome audio when calling the option, and the second one will be to request customer their information, that will be name, phone number, and also email address after you finish the call. So once you're finished with this one, you will be able to see that you have the options here. You can also configure new greeting voicemails and different audios. And here you will have the code that you can use to paste on your web page. So you will be able to see that this is the level of customization that we have right now for the widget. After you're done with this, you just need to paste this code into your website. So that will help you install this widget so you can receive calls from your customers directly from your website. Now, one of the most important parts of Toky is their integrations. So we also can integrate with many CRMs. So you'll be able to see that in the integrations menu, you have all the CRMs that we can integrate with. So in case that you're interested on any of them, you will be able to see that here you will need to follow the process of integration so you can finish integrated Toky and also any of the CRMs that you're using. So in case that you use Intercom, you will be able to see that you can click on it and you will be able to see all the information that you just need to complete and all the notifications that you want to receive into the CRM specifically. Now, generally for the integrations that we have right now, we use the concept that all the call events that you use with Toky, that will be all the call events will be notified into the contacts profile from the CRM. So if you make or receive a call after the integration is done, all this information will be stored into the CRM. The same will be with the contacts information. So after you sync any of your CRMs with Toky, we'll be able to recognize all of your contacts. So if you make or receive a call from any of your contacts in the CRM, we'll be able to recognize that, and all this information will be stored into the CRM. So now, in case that you have any other questions about the platform, you can for sure reach us in the support page. So we'll be able to help you with that. And lastly, we have here the support contact. So you can call us right here using the web extensions that we have for Toky, or you can go down here and you can find all our contact information. You can also send us a message here to infotoky and support@toky.co, and we'll be answering all of your questions.